Hi, this is Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and my project today is another liquor box. The first one was received so well that I figured I would do one where you only had to put one bottle in, and that you could, it could be a little bit more masculine. This is the box that I did last week for 2 bottles. And it was very well received, and I'm very thankful. Thank you for watching my video for this. And I wanted to do one that had just one bottle in case you just wanted to give one out as a favor or a little gift. And I did it as a little bit more of a masculine looking box. Okay, so I used the Plaid Tidings 6x6 designer series paper, which we were told this is a high sellout risk already. So if you like this, I would suggest to order it on August 4th, because after that I don't know if it will be in stock. Okay. Alright, so for this box, I didn't put it in because I only had one blue one. Okay. So we're going to start with a piece of Midnight Madness. No, Misty Moonlight. That just say on Midnight Madness, I think, right? That is 6 3/4 inches by 6. All right. I'm going to get my Simply Score. Okay. And we're going to score the 6 3/4 inch side first at 1/2, 1 7/8, and 5 3/8. And then we're going to turn it, and we're going to score at, on the 6 inch side, at 1/2, 1 7/8, 3 1/4, and 4 5/8. Okay. All right, and then we'll fold and burnish. Oh, this one actually is going to go this way at the top. Okay, and this is what we're looking for. All right, to make, don't worry about the dots up here. That's not very hard. I'm going to do that afterward. All right, so it's just a minimal amount of cutting and a little die cut in it. All right, so with the skinny rectangle on the right and at the top, we're going to just take away this lowest rectangle and just wedge a little bit into the rectangle above it. And then we're just basically going to cut up these. I'm just going to try to trim most of the score mark out to get the bulk out if I can, but not really big. I don't want gaps in the bottom. So I just cut on either side of it as close as I can get. Okay, and that's it for the cutting. Okay, now we need our designer series paper. And I have a tip. My cutter is needing a new blade now because I cut an adhesive magnet with it, which was, I knew it was a mistake right away. But I did it, and now I have to replace my blade. All right, so we need 4 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 1 1/8, and 4 pieces that are 1 1/8 by 1 1/8. Okay, and we have to do them before, or at least this one before, because we have to do our die cutting. And I can't even imagine die cutting that intricate little snowflake in there after I did it once, matching it up. Okay, we'll just start with our seal. one. Oops. And you're going to put it on the longest rectangle, the long pieces. Yeah, I really need to change that blade. Oh goodness. This way. Okay, now for the little pieces. Let me really fix this one here. Okay. Okay. And then these go on the square areas above that. This one, I'm trying to match the paper, but you're not always going to get a good match. Yeah, this one's the only one that doesn't match up. That's okay. All right, now I use this this is a die from the, what's it called? So Many Snowflakes dies. Okay, and this is what I was cutting up when I wrecked my blade. Okay, and then we need this to go into this after your skinny pieces here to close the box. It's going to go in the second one. So what I did, whatever bottle of liquor you have, whatever you want to show through, make sure that the bottom of the bottle is at the bottom of the box. And then I just make a little pencil mark. And last time I went a bit low. This time I think I'm going to get it a bit bigger. Okay. All right, can you see those marks? Pretty much. It's almost right in the middle, how I want to put it. All right, I'll just put that down. And I'm just going to gently poke it out. Well, we don't really have to worry. I'm not using this snowflake on it. So we really don't have to make sure that it comes out in one piece, but it did. So that's a good thing. Okay, so that's box. Okay, and I have to mention to you, when you put it through, you're probably going to have to fold this over, but it won't catch in the snowflake, so that's fine. Okay, now we need some tear and tape. Use my reach. Okay, and we're going to put it right on here as close as we can get to the score line without going up on it. Okay. Alrighty. And then we're just going to fold this over and fold the other side over and attach it. Okay. Now, this is going to be our front. So we're going to put in these side flaps, and then we want glue on the bottom of this one and this one. So I'm just going to put, I'm probably going to put 2 pieces on the back, on the final flap. Sorry for my head there. Just to make it extra strong. And I'll put 1 piece on this one. And that way, you know, you remember. It's easy to remember which one you do first when you pull off the tag. So there's only one. It's only going to be one on the one before and two on the final one. Okay. All right. So just going to make sure it's squared up. And just put it in. Okay, now we know this is our front. So we're going to put our liquor bottle in. And we're just going to push. I didn't do the triangle things here because this kind of comes up into it. So I didn't want to make it structured as to where it would fold. I wanted the box to do it itself. So I just pushed it together. Okay? And then it just kind of bends how we need it to bend. Okay. And then we need a hole punch. And I'm just going to put it, I'm going to punch a hole about, was that a quarter? Yeah, about a quarter of the way in on each side. Let's see. I shouldn't do things with my left hand. It's just not as strong as my right hand. All right. Wrong side. Okay, and if it's not exactly right, it's okay because we're going to put a bow through it, a ribbon through it anyway. Alrighty. Okay, and I have some of the new Snowflake Splendor ribbon, which is very pretty. It's very sparkly and iridescent, but it's very stiff. It's not like some of the soft ribbons we have. All right, so I'm going to put it in through, but it sticks through the holes very nicely because it's so stiff. You don't have to struggle with getting it through the holes. Okay, I'm just going to tie a bow. This is where it's a little bit harder, just because it's a little stiff, but it's not too bad. It kind of wants to take control of the situation from you. Here we go. I'll get it. There we go. Okay, and then if I can't get this to go down, I usually just stick it through the loop of the bow, and then it kind of stays on the bottom part. I'm just trying to puff up these a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to cut off the ends. Okay, and what I did with the same die, I cut out some of the balmy blue. Needs a little more glue there. Some of the balmy blue glimmer paper. And I'm just going to put a glue dot on there. And I'm just going to place it right up here, kind of. A little bit side, like to the side, so that it's not straight up like the one right there. Okay, and then from the little treat box dies, I cut out this cute little tag. And from the little treats stamp set, we have especially for you. That's what I'll be using on this. And I need a memento. I'm just going to stamp especially for you. And I need my twine. This is the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. It is the blue, which I think is the Misty Moonlight, which is what we're using here. And it's got little silver in it, which is perfect. So I'm just going to tie this onto the I'm going to tie it onto the tag. And then I'm just going to tie it onto this bow. And I'll just give it a little double knot. And then I'm just going to snip off the ends. And if you wanted to, you could put a little glue dot to make it stay wherever you want. And for the final touch, I'm using the adhesive back snowflakes. Let me take it out first. They're iridescent, just like the ribbon, and they have a little glue dot already on them. Oopsie. I took one off before that I didn't need, and I shouldn't have probably put it back on because now it it attached to another one. There we go. That's fine. It's on me. All right. Shouldn't do that. If you touch them, they get less sticky. All right. And I'm just going to put it on the bottom right there. Okay. And now that is our 1 bottle liquor. I guess this is a milk carton. It's a little bit masculine. What I did on this one, I didn't. But what you could do, scissors, is if you want it, if the scallop bothers you, it doesn't bother me. You could just clip off the scallops. If you wanted to make it a little more manly, but it's fine this way. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, all these products are going to be released on August 4th. You can buy them. And the paper will probably sell out pretty fast, the Plaid Tidings paper. And if you don't have a demonstrator, I would be happy to help you. My address is right at the top of the screen, and I would love it if you would subscribe. I do videos usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. I load them. I put them up to come out. So thank you for spending your time with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.